off of a song. That, you know what I'm saying? Like when I think about an artist like Rapsody, right? You know about Rapsody?
Yeah.
Very lyrical, very like she's one of the best songwriters, one of the best rappers, period, men and women. But she doesn't have that marketability of an Ice Spice. Um, Even she could benefit from some help, but again, that's rap ego. You get what I'm saying? And she does get help the way she wants to, and she markets herself the way she wants to. But and I think she did an interview saying they could market her a certain way, but it's just a look different. You could stay in your lane though, and I think that's really what she's doing. But my point is, there's a there's two different artists. There's an artist that is easily marketable but doesn't have the substance, and the substance is what'll make you last a while.
Hmm.
And then there's some artists who have all substance and they don't have any marketability, and they can utilize somebody that has the marketability or could teach them or who can write it, and that way it meets in the middle, and the longevity and the shiny object is needed because both is needed. You need to be marketable and you need substance. While some you need to be marketable so that a lot of people can know who you are. Once we know who you are, we need a reason to stick around. And if you can do that consistently, you'll create a fan base and you'll create a long career. So the labels seem to only care about the people that can get a bunch of people, and it's on the artist once they get to that place to create the substance or not. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's why the music industry is where it is.
Yeah, and I mean, artists like Rap City, right now, I feel like they're pushing women who selling like sex appeal. And like,
Right.
I
I
feel
don't
like
think she don't want to do that.
no, I feel like they could look at possibly like marketing her similar to like a Missy Elliott or somebody like if she can make, she don't have to basically switch her whole style up, maybe just get some more like industry production like Pharrell or Timberland beats or something that might be able
Right.
to, and maybe get some writers for some hooks or something because she can rap like
Yeah.
she can probably rap better than 90% of all the man like male rappers that's
For real,
out
for
right
real.
now. She's probably rapping better, but it's the marketability. Like if Ice Spice, Sexy Red, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, they all have the same thing in common. I'm just like,
Mhm.
I don't know. Is that good or
E-
bad for him?
even Meg the Stallion, out of all of the newer artists, she can rap the best. She has everything though. She can be marketable, but even with her, she doesn't get into her rap bag like she can. She just doesn't because it doesn't make
It
to
doesn't make
her
dollars.
right. She can pull it off, but because that's in her, she's very interesting, and she really knows how much she needs to tap into that substance that I'm talking about, that skill that I'm talking about, that'll hold people. And she even taps into it with her personality brand too. So she's like very like she's like I don't credit to her and her team if they're involved, but it really seems like it's just her insight. Because when you look at freestyles, like she raps, I like a lot of these artists, a lot of these we could keep it on female rappers, but even the rappers, even the male rappers that do melody and stuff, they don't do freestyles and none of that. Whereas Mega do a freestyle and really rap, and she writes them. So it's like she has that over Cardi. She's in that Nicki Minaj lane where she's very marketable, but she can also rap. She has skill and she can get vulnerable, and that vulnerability, um, that substance is again needed in order for a fan to feel connected to you, um, through the music. Um, and that's what creates longevity when you find a connection between the artist within the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? She's able to do that better than everybody. So like she's somebody out. that I definitely don't worry about because she can do both. She'll be here for a while,
She can actually rap.
and
Um,
she can market. She's marketable, like so. She's not. She's. You know what I mean? Like when you think about Rhapsody, what she lacks, Rhapsody's better at the
the bars.
lyricism, maybe, but Meg is more marketable. She's a more of a, you know what I'm saying, in some way, in a way. I don't want to disrespect Rhapsody. Um,
I, I just think
sh-
honestly, Meg is, I mean, she's more revealing, and I just feel like I hate that's where hip hop is, or even just entertainment is.
yeah,
Like that's, you know what I'm saying? That's what people want to see. That's what
and
people
that's
are
what I'm saying.
inspired by.
I ain't want to disrespect Rhapsody because it could be like saying somebody's more marketable, and that kind of what it comes down to. Um, Meg is really open with her sexuality, of course, um, and that gets more attention. Her personality is very freeing too. Um, it's just so it's a little bit more marketable. It looks fun, right? Like so, she's a multifaceted type personality. It seems it's easily to sell that because she can do things that others would be uncomfortable doing, and
That's a skill.
it is a skill, and it's something it takes, it takes a certain type of personality, a certain type of mindset to even do these type things. The sex sells, it does sell, but everybody doesn't want to have their body out there. That is it is even that physical vulnerability, because that's what it is when you're face facing, when you're forward facing, and your body is part of it. That is a vulnerability because a lot of people would feel uncomfortable with it, even if their body is attractive. There's a lot of women that just they don't have that in them to want to put to show. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So it is a skill. Everybody isn't that attractive. You could have the right body and not have sex appeal. You can have quote unquote not the right body and have more sex appeal than somebody that does. So it is a different skill. It's just you have to pair it with something else in order to be a longevity artist that's also mainstream successful. It's hard doing what we're talking about. It's hard to be,
No, for sure. But it just seems like
especially as a woman. Yeah.
the barrier for women is like they have to do that. Like there's not, I can't think of one artist. I mean, Rhapsody isn't quite mainstream, but like we know her because we just love the art. But like
Yeah.
I can't think of one female artist that didn't have to make that compromise